When you have 0.8, 0, lock. 3.5, 3.4, all prepare. Then a sensor and PRS.
I think the monitor is here, sir. The monitor of these thrusters.
Mm.
Yeah, is the one.
This one is the monitor, the thrusters.
Thrusters. Yeah.
The
It's the
thrusters.
bus. Okay.
2.3. So be
2.8.
patient. You have to wait, no? Because the speed is pushing. The wind is pushing you astern. That's 26 knots. 1.8, 0.7, 1.6. See, because DP is the slower, always the better. 1.3, 1.2, 1.1, 1, 8.9, 0.8, 0, lock. See? So the calculation right away is calculated. So the
auto search.
the DP
Thruster.
is will wait until you have the 0.3, but you already told him to lock. See, he only locked at 0.3. Next is the sway.
Minsan
That's
mag-ingay na.
starboard, so give me 50% to port until you have that 0.5. Say for example it's 1 knot, so you have to counter it until it reaches the 0.5, 0 it,
Okay.
0, and lock.
Nag-blink.
No, you're on DP.
What the?
See, you don't need to click the auto pause.
by itself.
It automatically
Automatic.
go on
You
auto
can
pause.
take your copy.
Now you can take your copy. So click right here, right click, right click, right click, right in the center. Now you already do the view control, blah blah blah. Yes. So wait for them for a few minutes. It's already done. Close. The bus is split, so you have to monitor now. How's my thruster? These are your thrusters already still in variable. Then you go now to thruster. Bias it right away. Thruster, allocation mode, force bias. Yeah. Close.
Okay. Apply.
Now, the next is
Apply, okay.
PRS. So you have to check the PRS. Where is the PRS? There's the PRS. There's the PRS. So we have a separate unit there for our PRS.
Pwede sa
Until you
keyboard.
can check that all is working. And if you zoom in, zoom out, you can see that the platform is on our stern. That's the platform because we have the fan beam and the. So the next thing is we have to prepare the waypoints. Okay, next.
Sir, here in the monitor, there is no PLS.
It's separate. You can see in here or the separate receiver. Next. So while the paperwork will come later, right? So you have to start now from the auto pause mode. So on the auto pause mode, you have to set everything while waiting for the 30 minutes or more. Click. So if you click the position, you can bring the window. So everything, if it's relative, range and bearing, absolute, and speed. If you click the range and bearing, you have to enter the range and the bearing. If you want the latitude and longitude, click the absolute, latitude, and longitude. Or if you want to use the UTM. In a way, we don't need that yet for the moment because we don't want to move, right? But remember, that's in the auto pause. Okay. So in the auto pause mode, you have to finish everything. You have to set the speed now. So the speed, lower the bump, 0.1. Always 0.1. And then 0.3. Apply. Okay.
Speed set.
Auto pause.
Right, okay.
Acceleration, heading, rate of turn already set, gain already set, alarm rest was already set. The consequence alarm, the DP class must be switched into 2 for your consequence analysis. Meaning to say the system now is watching the redundancy.
Okay.
Apply.
Apply.
If you lost one, you get a consequence alarm. Auto pause. Rotation center, we know it was in the music, but that's follow target. If you use the Kongsberg, you're gonna ask how much reaction radius you want. So start from 15. If you put 15, and then you will see here the beacon. What are those available beacon? When the ROB says I'm beacon 1, then you have to click or add and then highlight number 1, it will transfer in here. And then the filter, of course, at 50% all the time. Meaning to say the gain, the reception of the beacon. If the noise is too strong, so you have to increase. If the density of the water is brackish, you have to increase. Anyway, that's controlled by the and then apply. And okay. And next. The joystick was already set. Autopause was already done. The joystick was already done. Thrusters was already done. Let's go on the sensor. Here's the sensor. If you click the sensor, click the gyro, you can click either of that, this table would come out. Kongsberg has a preferred system, right? And then check the difference between the two. At sea, you can see the difference, right?
Yeah.
More than 3 degrees, you have an error, and then you apply. Now the next is the wind sensor. So preferred system. So it's not compliant with the IMO 1580 because only 2. But the preferred system, check the difference, and then the VRS. Also not compliant. The preferred system, and then check the difference and apply. You can also check in there. Close.
The same chair, just pressing of the tray.
And then sensors not yet finished. After the wind alarm limits, we already set, right?
Yeah.
So that's the advantage if you start setting up at the joystick in Kongsberg. Sensor. Here's the important, the refined system settings. Here you can see you're using the geographic. Click the UTM, you can use the UTM. Meaning say in meters, but we prefer the geographic. The UTM project, the weight, it should be always on normal, and the acceptance limit should be also normal. If you put it narrow, meaning to say the sensitivity is too slow, so you put it narrow so that the sensitivity becomes stronger. And then the wide, when you don't know where is that signal, so you get the angle wider. And all the time, the median test, warning, not warning reject, because if you have the 5 meters, if the one PRS is out of the 5 meters, if only warning and reject, it will be rejected and you have no idea. So always at warning. And you can see here what was enabled: GPS 1, GPS 2, fan beam, and the radius, and apply. Then next, the next big thing in sensor, the reference system, that you must have a drawing that from the center of gravity, the GPS one, if you click that one, all the PRS was in there, and the updates of the VRS was configured also in here. So you click number GPS 1. From the center of gravity, when you took that drawing, forward is it 1 point, starboard is it 1.2, because it might be welded only 1 meter. So when you do the 40 degrees port, 40 degrees starboard, your footprints will be out of the 1.5. And also from the water level, why negative? It should be positive, because forward is positive, down there is negative, so that's wrong. And this one, ahead from the center of gravity, but this is the bridge. That's only should be few meters, no? On the bridge on the Monkey Island, the distance from your drawing, it's about 1.5 something. This is just example. Meaning to say this center of gravity is taken from a conventional vessel, where the bridge is at the aft part. And apply. No, not yet. The update period, 1 second is too low. Make it 6. I mean 6. Oh, what is 6 or 6?
6.
Yeah, 6. And then the update that you're paying is 1 meter. So you put it 1 meter.
1 meter.
1 meter. Yes, and apply. Next. Next. So that's the sensor. Next is the view.
So,
Let's go to the view.
so with this setting right now, is it the standard setting for
Sure,
standard?
this is DPO. And I'm working with Capos 21 and 32. This is the generic standards that I would say. So let's go to the view. In the view, if you're going to do the panel lamp test, so only Kongsberg has this lamp test, and you start checking the lamp, you get an alarm. See, then you can see all the lights is working. So just take off the audible and start checking. So if there's busted in here, if there's a busted, you will tell the ATO to replace that light. Okay, take out the lights. Take out the lights. Yes. So in your checklist in Kongsberg, it is part of your checking that you have to check all the lights are working. If one or two is busted, then you need to inform the ATO. Yes. That's in the view, including the two. Yes, and then close. Next, view.
Oh, magic.
And the view, you have to find the presentation unit. So here is the conversion from, if you open the details, you can see set the wing nuts, if you're going to slow it down, or meters per second, everything. So everything is in the view. Okay, close, hide, and okay. Yeah. In the view, that's all you can see in the view. Last is the system. In the system, if you said redundant, you want to check the redundancy. If we had a DP controller for the two, you will see in here that this is highlighted because this is B, this is A, and they're using one DP controller. If they are using the same DP controller, you update it offline so that all your settings in here will be automatically read by the other operator station. If there's a problem, you just give in there, take on the other operator station. No need to set all those gains and everything because it's all updated offline. So don't forget to update it offline. Before the paperwork for the checklist, you have to do it from the AutoPost 2 system. And then close. And then here's the rebooting. So you have to reboot the brain first. It should be reset. Meaning say the brain, the DP controller, that's the DP controller, should be reset to empty, to reboot everything. When you click that one, if you have here, just apply. But we don't have, so only cancel it. When you do the rebooting of the DP controller, you need to refresh the computer. So in the system, you have to refresh the operator station computer, click, and then restart. Where is that restart? Yeah, stop and restart. Oh, don't do it, because you're still on the. But in the actual, you have to do it that way. First, delete, reboot the brain, so that there's no way, no place the virus can go. Because if you reboot here and then you restart here and then you reboot that, those viruses will run towards the computer of the operator station. Okay, that's all.
Okay.
In the afternoon, we'll proceed. Have
So,
your
sir,
lunch.
what if you want to go off DP? You have already pulled out from the 500-meter zone. Then you want to go off DP.
Just put standby. But prefer to go on manual. Where is the manual? Joystick. And on joystick, stop the speed. Blah, blah, blah. And then standby first before you take off. Never, from joystick, never put, direct to stop the viruses. Put it on standby first so that those viruses never be. This Montero, when they just shut off the engine, so those viruses, those unexecuted orders are saved. So from joystick, you go on standby. The joystick is to stop the vessel, 0.3, and to stop the swing. When you already stop in that area, put on standby. And then when you're on standby, that's the time to take off.
Disengage.
Yes. Or automatically it will stop. So on joystick alone, as long as you have that speed 0, you can deselect all.
At basta zero.
Itong gift na to siya para nilipat sa kabilang
Yeah.
controller.
Okay, so you can have your lunch, and then on the next group we'll sit in here again.